Although young Sheldon Season 7's biggest tragedy has not yet occurred, the Big Bang Theory spin-off did hint at this sad twist with one bleak joke. Young Sheldon doesn't always stick to the Big Bang Theory's canon, but the prequel does preserve the most important details from its predecessor. Young Sheldon's cast of characters all differ from their portrayals in the Big Bang Theory, but the spin-off mostly preserves the main events of Sheldon's childhood and adolescence. Keeping this balance has been increasingly difficult since Young Sheldon's Season 6 finale, as the series nears its ending. Young Sheldon will end with its Season 7 finale, but the show needed to clear up a few major canon inconsistencies before that. Season 7, Episode 4, Ants on a Log and a Cheating Winker, retconned George Esser's affair by revealing that Sheldon just misinterpreted his parents engaging in role play. Similarly, Episode 7, A Proper Wedding and Skeletons in the Closet, saw young Sheldon explain the Big Bang Theory's Meemaw and her character shift when Sheldon's grandmother was arrested for running an illegal gambling room. This arrest and her subsequent trial should justify Meemaw's less rebellious persona in the earlier show. Meemaw's jokes about George Sever were terribly timed. Sheldon's father will die suddenly before Season 7's ending. However, the biggest canon inconsistency between the two shows remains unresolved. The Big Bang Theory canon stated that Sheldon's father, George Esser, died when he was a teenager, meaning Lance Barber's character would pass away before young Sheldon's series final. Bizarrely, Episode 9, A Fancy Article and a Scholarship for a Baby, featured a dinner table scene wherein Meemaw mocked George Esser's weight mere episodes before he died from a heart attack. Although Meemaw couldn't have known about the event, viewers are well aware of the impending tragedy. This glib nod to young Sheldon's George Esser death was jarringly bleak. Meemaw saying that George Esser might have earned an A in school if lunch were graded would have been petty at the best of times. However, the comment was particularly barbed since it is reasonable to guess that George Esser's death was caused by a heart attack. As far back as Season 1, Episode 3, Poker, Faith, and Eggs, young Sheldon foreshadowed the cause of George Esser's sudden death. Sheldon's father suffered a mild heart attack in that earlier outing, leading to the assumption that another heart attack would be the eventual cause of his canonically sudden, unexpected death. George Esser's comments made this young Sheldon moment worse. Sheldon's father protesting made the bleak moment sadder. As if this scene weren't dark enough already, George Esser's comments only made matters worse. Defending himself to Meemaw, he pointed out that he had recently lost weight. George Esser defending his lifestyle makes his impending death even sadder since it is clear that he didn't know there was anything wrong with his health. Although young Sheldon's version of Meemaw was out of line when she made that mean-spirited joke, it was hardly out of character for the sardonic supporting star. In contrast, George Esser defending his health is something that young Sheldon has never focused on before. If George Esser dies in an accident or another event that doesn't bear any relation to his health, then Meemaw mocking his eating habits and Sheldon's father defending himself wouldn't seem so tragic. There is a chance that young Sheldon might change the cause of George Esser's death, which could explain why this scene took place. If George Esser dies in an accident or another event that doesn't bear any relation to his health, then Meemaw mocking his eating habits and Sheldon's father defending himself wouldn't seem so tragic. This is very possible since the Big Bang Theory never directly stated the cause of George Esser's early death. Young Sheldon Season 7 retconned one tragedy from the Big Bang Theory by explaining Sheldon's absence from Missy's wedding, so the spin-off may do the same here. Young Sheldon may change George Esser's cause of death. The Big Bang Theory's canon never revealed how he died. A heart attack seems like the most likely cause of George Esser's death since he already dealt with a minor one in Young Sheldon, but it is not set in stone. Young Sheldon misdirected viewers before with George Esser and Brenda's potential affair before revealing that Sheldon's father never really cheated on his wife. As such, the spin-off has plenty of prior experience with subverting viewer expectations when it comes to the earlier show's canon events. If George Thesar did die via an unexpected accident, then this episode's dinner table scene might not have been as mean as it seemed.